The scroll tile is one that can be overly simple to help you not overcrowd a slide with text, or you can let your creativity run wild to create some awesome effects. In this video, we'll go through setting up a few different types of scrolls, but I want to start with an important call out as you go to set your initial proportions. Make sure that the boundaries of your scroll tile do not extend off of the page canvas, as it'll actually inhibit the amount of space that someone's able to scroll in a given direction. Once you click the Edit Scroll Tile button, however, this is where you'll adjust the amount of real estate that you need for your content. So as we click Done Editing to save our changes, I just want to reinforce that from the outside, we'll see the general area on the page that the scroll tile resides, but inside the scroll, we have the full view and ability to scale as we need to. Also, as you click the Edit Scroll Tile button, in order to scroll or move around, you'll need to hold the spacebar, which you'll see will turn your cursor from an arrow to a glove so that you can pan down or in all different directions. You're also able to zoom in and out and reset your view as well. Hit Done Editing to return back to the page. We're going to go ahead and set this scroll tile up from scratch. So I'll go ahead and delete the scroll that's set up in this template. As we click More Elements, we will drag our scroll tile onto the canvas. If you're designing the majority of your assets in another tool, say Figma in this case, you'll design the scrolling asset like you would in infographic. So it's going to be considerably longer format than majority of your other pages or assets. Then, if you're using our plugin, you can either sync the asset back into Tiled, or if you're coming from another tool, you can simply drag and drop the asset in, and it'll show up in the bottom right-hand corner of our Assets panel. From here, we can simply drag our scroll asset onto the tile, and you'll see the upload icon where it's bouncing, or you can drop it into the background fill section in the Properties panel. Either way, as this image sets into place, you'll notice that as I go to the Edit Scroll Tile, the boundaries automatically set in conjunction with the size of the image. You have the ability to adjust the fit versus fill, as well as the opacity. By default, we'll set it to a vertical scroll direction, which is what we want in this case. But you can also design for horizontal scrolls. Like in this case, we've got our team page, and we want to scroll side to side to view our team members. Scrolls can also take up as much or as little of the page as you'd like. You can set it up to be a full page scroll, which would have an effect like a website. One thing you'll notice is that as we do scroll, there are a few elements that remain fixed. So whether that is a button asset or a fixed navigation bar, just make sure that those layers are sitting above or layered above the scroll tile, which will allow for that fixed positioning. If you're sitting there thinking, I don't know Figma and I've never designed an infographic, that's okay too. Even if you're not starting from an image asset, as you go into the Edit Scroll Tile, you can layer in any of our other tiles. So bring in hotspots, text, images, for example, all of these problem sections or text boxes, as well as a background image. And then as we scroll downward, there's also a hotspot setting here. So within the scroll, you can say, if anybody gets to the Let's Talk Solutions section down at the bottom, then we will set up a hotspot that links to a given page. You're also able to nest in carousels, videos, and any of our other tiles. Scrolls within scrolls is something that kind of inception, but it's awesome as you're designing for tablets and mobile. We'll cover this in a completely separate video just so that we do it justice. But one thing that we usually always see with scrolls is adding in a visual cue, like we see here down in the bottom right, that lets them know, hey, there's more information below the fold. Now, this can be set up either as an MP4 or as a GIF animation, or we also have a dedicated tile for Lottie files, which are web-based animations. Now, Lottie does have a free account for a certain number of animations, and ultimately all you need to do is copy and paste your URL, set it to autoplay loop, and then position where you want that to show up within the page. We hope this was a helpful introduction to the scroll tile, but we can't wait to see the exciting things that you do to bring your content to life. As always, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to us at support@tiled.co.